Crow's Place, and you'll see we're in a different spot today. Why are we in a different spot? Because we've been doing this. Finally, we've been working on our sorting system. This is just, it's not connected to anything except some basic power. Got the redstone engines that work as pumps to pull things out of the machines are hooked up. There is power to the macerators and the electric furnaces, but it's a very, very slow process. We've hooked up, and of course this is unfinished, but we've hooked up some solar panels up here, and it's very slow going. Of course it's night, so it's not really doing anything. There is a little change, and that is from all these water mills that we put down. They put 50 water mills, thank goodness they're cheap. But they really do not provide a whole heck of a lot of electricity. But we had tons of diamonds, and therefore I could make a ton of diamond cable. But we also found out in the process that the power transmission on diamond cables is not infinite, and it actually stops a few blocks beyond here. So I have another MFSU popped right here, and as soon as it gets to 512, it throws it to the other one. So we'll have a spare as a buffer in the back. We did put 50 more solar panels up here, and these are just the basics. And they take a lot of resources anyway, but they're not really expensive. They're not the next level up. I still can't afford those. And that's part of the reason... Oh, look, we have another wisp. We have lots of those lately. It's part of the reason why the new upgraded solar panels is part of the reason why that we need to do this. We really have to have the quarry set up, and we have to have a kind of assembly line going with processing and storage. And this is a system that we've used on several other servers, and we've already got everything set up in the diamond pipes. You know, everything's mocked up and sorted, you know, with the copper, iron, gold, silver, tin, lead. All get macerated, and then they get furnaceated, and then they'll be pumped out through here into storage. Usually we'll run them into barrels first, and then after the barrels there'll be diamond chests or regular chests, however we want to set it up, depending on what how much of what that we get. And if you've seen my hotbar, the other things that we're looking at is we need a recycler, a mass fabricator, because in order to make those all-powerful solar panels and quantum armor as well, we need iridium. And the only way to get iridium is to be very lucky, because we do have a few pieces. If I can find where I can put them, they're not going to be in here. They're going to be in here. Yes. 4 whole iridium ingots. That's all we've found so far, naturally. So you can make them out of UU matter, which you get from a mass fabricator. So what I'm doing is dig down here, and I'm going to pull the piping and the switches up to here. So all this stuff has to move, which is not a bad deal. But to spare you the pain of watching me widen this and move every little tiny thing, I'll be back after that part's done to show you some more. And we're back, and as you can tell, this place is pretty torn up, and it's actually several days later. Actually, it's a lot of days later. I kind of had some health things going on, so I was not available for a little while, so that's why I'm a little slack with videos coming up. But this is what we've got done so far. All this stuff is moving. It's coming over here, where we only have a few machines that we want things to do, like small jobs by hand. This is the metals right here. These are unassigned chests. I have to move the spare ender chests over. I have to set up a gadget chest over there. And I want to put a door through, and that's going to be, I think, our door to where we experiment with some more energy things. But this is what she looks like. This is the back with the sorting. Here's our new barrel section, and we've got diamond on the top. These will only fill from the top. If you try to fill them from any other direction, it will only hold 64 of each item, so that kind of defeats the purpose. You know, see, I've got, you know, some of the upgrades on some of these guys, and we've been going crazy trying to put everything into one barrel, and it's getting close to its limit, so we've been breaking it down and making some smooth stone and some sand and some glass, so those are hitting it. We've got mob drops down here. This might eventually come out and be blocks. This is all mutable. Everything is subject to change. But this is where it all starts if you're doing it by hand. Our system is connected to our ender chest, which everybody has. Everybody on the server has a weight bag. And anything that they collect comes right here. I'm going to put this cobblestone in here. And we'll take a look and see how we're doing. Oops, where's my switch? Here's my switch. Now what it's going to do, first of all, let me turn this on. I have to check the power here. We're really drained. I've been using the interface to turn the rain off so that this stuff will charge up faster, but it's not working. We really need to get the iridium to make this system work better, and this system, unfortunately, is what we need to make the iridium. So, what happens is things come in the ender chest. These two chests act as buffers. Items are sucked out using redstone engines. This is a little escape hatch to look downstairs for the meantime. Then this setup is so things don't spray out of the ender chest or the diamond chest when they get too full, because it's happened. And most of the things that we do for a reason, and that's because we came to item explosions so often. And everything comes out of this and down into the recycler. Now what the recycler does, this is a diamond pipe up here, and we've got this set to capture dirt and cobblestone. And if you just heard the lawnmower, the handyman is here mowing the lawn, so the lawnmower just went off outside. So that's what that is in the background. Sorry about that. Can't be helped. But again, this is the recycler. It will take in the dirt and cobblestone, and it will pass through to the mass fabricator, where it will act as an enhancer. The mass fabricator takes the enhancer, which is scrap or scrap boxes, scrap in this case, and it sucks massive amounts of power and turns that into UU matter and then drops it over here. But we've got 18 from running this last night when we were trying to do we're trying to blow the place up. But from here, when the decision is made, you see the other pipe goes out the back. Everything that is not dirt or cobble goes out the back. And then what happens to that? Well, while we're doing this, I'm going to turn these on so you get to see a little bit of the action. And you'll start to slowly see things moving. These are wooden transport pipes. You need a wooden transport pipe to pull anything out of a chest. You'll see these speed up when they hit the gold pipes. The gold pipes are taking the place of the redstone pipes. They kind of speed everything up. Goes into the recycler and zip zip gone. It recycles them, and it puts in a piece of scrap for like every 30 or 35, can't remember exactly which. And then that scrap will come out and go into here and add up to the UU matter. Or is it every 10? Might be every 10 pieces makes a scrap, every 30 odd scrap makes a UU matter. Or boosts it to the UU matter. Now let's take a peek. Let's see, do I have anything? No, I don't have any ores. Well, I will show you, and then when everything is done, we'll take a peek at the whole thing in action. But you've already seen this, but this is where everything comes down. This is the line that comes from the back of the recycler. Boop, 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 into the industrial complex. Now, any ore that needs processed that's listed up in these diamond pipes, like that's aluminum, that's dark zirconium, all of those will get processed, then pumped back through at the backs. If it needs secondary processing, that happens here with our main ores like copper and iron and such. And they all get pumped out the back and sent right back up into the sorting system. Now the sorting system enters at this little madness right here. So this bottom piece, the bottom gold, is coming up from downstairs. And this gold is coming from the mass fabricator. So it will hit this junction, this iron pipe junction right here. And even though there's a little thing that goes to this right here, it's blocked off. The solid pieces of the pipe won't allow items through them on the iron pipes. So that's why you can do things like this. And as you'll see, this is blocked too, so it can't go here. So the only place that it can go through this particular pipe is through this clear piece and up. And that feeds to our diamond pipes. And it's got the smooth stone going to the top and the cobblestone going to the bottom. It loops around the back and comes in the back through here. You can see the stone piping in the back. And we run stone piping, cobblestone, stone, cobblestone, so that we can run the piping next to each other. And one reason that we do this, fill all these up like such, and we do that for the diamond chests as well, is that Buildcraft pipes are a little perverse, and sometimes if you don't fill up the whole line with stuff, it will put just random crap in your chests. So for here, you can put 9 things in each slot in a filter. So this chest has these items, but you'll notice I put 2 books in there, and that's simply, I mean, I could easily do it like that. Oh, and that's the other thing. These are mirrors. They're not actual items. But an oddball item that hadn't been sorted yet could come down through here and just automatically assign itself to this chest. Doesn't happen all the time, but it's happened often enough that we tend to do this. We'll either put items in like that, or we'll put in, oops, a lot of books from going to the Mistcraft Worlds. I'm busting up libraries. Like these unassigned chests back here will have cobblestone, so nothing will go into them. Excuse me. Now, over here I haven't done these yet, but at the end, I'll probably sit right here somewhere, I'll put a crystal chest, which will be an overflow, and it's a crystal chest because you can see through it. And that way we'll know that we have items that didn't get sorted into anything particular. And that's pretty much it. That's where we're at for right now. And we've still got such a mess to clean up. I moved over the MFSU here. You can see that's hardly filled up at all. Even now, running the system, I've got 2 MFSUs on the bottom that have with the water mills and 1 set of solar panels. This MFSU is hooked up to solar panels here. The one over there is hooked up to these out here, as usual, as always. And I'm not having enough power to run things. So we really, really need to make more UU matter. Come on, I can stare at this all day and it won't get any bigger, but that's what we need to make our iridium with. And then we can make some of the advanced solar panels that Greg doesn't let us make the easy way anymore. So that's all we have for right now, and I will be back and show you the finished product. Stick around. We'll see you soon.